Good morning, M&A members. It is February 25th, 2021, and we are almost halfway through the legislative session. It has been quite challenging and it's sometimes daunting, but you know what? We are a small organization with big supporters, and our nurses have been amazing. One of the highlights is today at 8 this morning, M&A will be testifying in favor of House Bill 565, and it is a violence bill for nurses. It's assault on a nurse. It's really that simple. Our sponsor is going to be Representative Mercer. He is a former U.S. attorney, and with each year bringing some sort of legislation to bring awareness and that violence is not a part of our job, he has been willing to carry this bill, and he can explain to any opponents that the county attorneys will take care of any mental health or disability issues, but this will really give mostly awareness to our public that it's not okay to assault a nurse and really any healthcare worker while on duty. And so we're hoping that this gets some traction as each legislative session. None of our bills, no matter how they've been modified, have gotten out of committee. So we're super hopeful today when it gets heard in the House Judiciary. And again, Representative Mercer will be the sponsor, and M&A will be there to testify in support of that. In addition, we also sent out a survey to your home emails. Remember, we've got to have your home email on file. That's how we can communicate with you the best. And then we'll often send texts, which are easy to read. But almost 300 of you, that's 10% of our membership, filled out a survey, actually signed a petition stating that you still wanted M&A to pursue legislation of some sort to address violence against nurses, which we know will trickle down to healthcare. So we do have to start somewhere. So we're super hopeful. Fingers crossed. Anybody can send the committee, it's the House Judiciary Committee, a note. You can just go on the legislative website. Go to our website, www.mtnurse.org. We have an entire legislative page on how to contact the committees, how to contact a member. You can find out who your rep and your senator is. You can also see all of the bills that we have testified for and against. We are against a lot of the attack bills on public health. I'm not sure where these are coming from in the middle of a pandemic, but that's just one of the challenges. So we support our public health nurses, doctors, virologists, epidemiologists, researchers. I mean, we need public health. That's their profession, and that shouldn't be left up to lawmakers that don't have the background to make those decisions. So we continue to support public health. We continue to support vaccinations for those who choose to want them. And we also had an interesting bill that was adjusting our ethics, and that was pretty egregious, and we come out in strong opposition against that, as did the Medical Association, the Hospital Association. And you know, we are driven by a code of ethics, of which ours for the nurses has been recently updated, and we know that going in, and that if there is something really deeply concerning to a nurse, they can let their employer know plenty ahead of time, and other arrangements can be made. So we are professional. We know how to, take care of those issues and those things. Coming up on Friday, tomorrow, is another right to work bill. This one specifically calls out nurses. So M&A is super, super upset about that, and we're getting all of our other union brothers and sisters to come out against that bill as well. As you know, Mary Munger in 1967 passed a bill, the Blue-Eyed Nurses Bill, that allows nurses to collectively bargain if they so choose, and belong to the union if they so choose, and have that collective voice. And this bill specifically calls out nurses. It's being carried by Emmy Regier out of Kalispell, who is a nurse, and she has not been a part of our association, has not reached out to our association, has not communicated with our association. That is not carrying the voice of nurses across the state, whether they're collective bargaining or not. Our nurses are supportive of that process, And what she may not know also is because of our association, that is 90% collective bargaining and about 10% non-collective bargaining, we approve all their provided education and all of the professional development that they offer through Kalispell. So we do a lot of that approval process. I'm going over a little over 5 minutes, but I wanted to check in this week because I missed last week. It's been super busy. Please check your personal emails. If you haven't been getting correspondence from us on personal emails, please call the office and make sure that it's up to date. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for filling out the surveys and petitions when we send them out. It's super powerful for the lawmakers to know that. And if you have time, we'll be on Zoom at 8 o'clock this morning testifying for assault on a nurse. Be safe this weekend, everybody, and keep wearing a mask.